The bounce that we're seeing for Shiba Inu, not really that surprising, to be honest. We were talking about this yesterday because of the absence of short leverage. I think a lot of the market was actually comfortable with Shiba Inu having a bounce here. And now over the last 24 hours, and actually last several days, what we're seeing is a bullish reversal printing. We had a bullish cross printing currently. We are accelerating towards this technical alt season, which I've talked about in an ADA video, but I want to discuss here with you guys as well. And what we actually need to discuss too is now this potential 500% move that Shiba Inu has ahead of us. All that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So right now, Shiba Inu is in fact having its third straight green candle day. We had a green day on Monday, green day yesterday, and now here we sit with Shiba Inu printing a reversal. And what actually is indicating that, guys, is we had our doji candle day, which can indicate a potential reversal taking place on Monday. We had our hammer candle day yesterday, which is a retest and bullish formation to the upside. And now we have our breakout. This is all taking place while we have our bullish cross on our stochastic RSI, which for those that aren't familiar, the last time Shiba Inu had a bullish cross on the stochastic RSI, it actually ran about 23% to the upside. Now, where that would put Shiba Inu currently is if we ran 23% to the upside, it would be at about 40158, a range that we have not seen since all the way back here in February. That would be a new local higher high. That is the next step for Shiba Inu's extended move to the upside. And we might be singing tunes at that point about even more extended moves. Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice, and understand that there are some things that we are going to be contending with the crypto market. First of all, when we talk about Shiba Inu, we have some local resistance at our 20-day moving average. This has always been either support or resistance for Shiba Inu, and right now it's sitting just above where we're at currently. So something to watch very closely here is that price point. It's right around 4013. All right. Could Shiba Inu easily break through this? Yeah, it could, because what we're still continuing to see is a lot of whale accumulation take place. We have a lot of conviction from holders. So there are less people over time that are willing to sell their Shiba Inu, which is great. We're still seeing a lot of climbing in terms of holders, and we'll talk about that more in a different video because I have other things that we need to discuss here. But SHIB is getting very close to a more extended move, which is very exciting. Now, what I will say as well is we are contending with some of the news around the crypto space. First of all, today is the FOMC meeting. The sentiment from Jerome Powell following that meeting is going to move the markets. It's going to be one way or the other, and it's a question of what the hell is the guy going to say? And guys, I don't know. We'll have to be patient, watch, wait, and see how the day plays out. What we did also see over the last 12 hours from the time of filming this video is China is actually creating a stimulus for the economy. They're actually lowering interest rates. They are injecting liquidity. And so that is actually a potentially positive thing for the crypto market. That's a little positive sentiment, more capital to go around, could in fact move markets to the upside. Obviously, when that takes place, you tend to see more risk on assets, more speculative assets like Shiba Inu tend to take some steps forward. We'll see if that's the case. Who knows? But there is something negative that happened over the last 24 hours, and that was that India actually struck Pakistan. Now, I've talked about this more in the ADA video, so I won't get too much into that here, but there is retaliation that is expected. This could go back and forth, and as we know, the market doesn't like uncertainty from war. It's never a fun thing. It can create some drops, but I will say that the market is at least digesting this okay right now, and we'll see if that ends up being the case as time moves on. Now, what is exciting for Shiba Inu is that, like I talked about, we are seeing whale accumulation take place. That's what we saw yesterday, and this right now is our 5th straight month. I'd have to go back and look at December, but at least here in 2025, every single month has been a whale edition month. Whale holdings have increased. And that is a great sign. That's exactly what we want to see. That is major conviction, major resilience. And this is showing us that we may potentially be making some bigger moves here in the near term. You know, if whales start unloading in massive quantities, that's a big question, but that's just simply not the case right now. So now that brings me to this. Javon Marks, who has done tons of technical analysis, has talked about Shiba Inu many times before, is actually talking about this potential 500% move to the upside in terms of Shiba Inu. And that would bring us all the way up to about 4081. Now, this is very close to the prior all-time high. And there are some things that do need to be present for this to be taking place. We need to have some optimism in the crypto market. We're still kind of in that neutral sentiment, so we're not out of that area yet. We do need to see new adoption taking place. That's not happening quite yet. We do need to have capital start to flow into the crypto market, which is starting to happen. That is a great sign. And frankly, there is a lot of capital that is currently parked on the sidelines that has not yet made its way to assets. All right. Still only at about 5.06%. USDT dominance is coming back down from the spike the other day. So we're in this still spot where we're waiting for that tipping point, that push back down that creates an altcoin boom. Okay. We're closing in on it. We're not there quite yet, but we are starting to see some great signs. And one of those great signs is that we're accelerating towards this technical alt season. And what that is for those that aren't familiar, that is when over the last 90 days, 75% of the top 100 altcoins or top 100 assets are outpacing BTC. Right now, we're at 27. Okay. Now, this has in fact been rising. Slowly but surely rising to the top here. This is the highest levels we have seen since all the way back in the latter part of February. And that's not really surprising. And right now, things are going the route where by the end of May, we should be in a technical alt season. I'm not guaranteeing that, but right now, when we just look at the data and the numbers, if altcoins have modest gains from here, then we will be at that point. Just to kind of show you guys, these are some of the ones that are currently outpacing BTC over the last 90 days. BTC is down about 1.94%. Shiba Inu, guys, is only down 18.92%. So Shiba Inu could actually very quickly flip BTC over the course of a couple days. BTC starts making some more extended moves, starts breaking past 100K. Don't be surprised by some more significant altcoin moves. And then we're there, right? And I'm not saying that's the end all be all right now. I just looked at the data. We're still seeing very little crypto app downloads. So we're still not in times of adoption, which is a very important thing that needs to take place. We still need Ethereum to have its big breakout. It's fighting its 50-day moving average once again. So we have a great setup. That's the best way I can put this. I'm not saying this is the moon moment, but we are sitting on the launch pad and things are starting to work themselves out. Shiba Inu is printing reversals. It's all going to just take time, but we are slowly but surely working our way there. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.